Okay, here we are in the basement, and at the top of the foundation wall, there's a thing called a rim joist. Most houses have one. Come and check it out. So you can see here at the top of the foundation wall, there's a square area that's a cavity that's been filled with fiberglass insulation that's stuffed in there, and a lot of people have done that. And you can see that there are gaps around it because fiberglass insulation is not meant to be stuffed into a place. And when you look at the infrared, remembering that the dark areas are cold and the light areas are warm, you've got this nice warm insulation that's 70 degrees surrounded by these gaps where 44-degree air is coming in on all sides. So we're going to fix that by spraying in closed cell spray foam insulation. This project is definitely for serious do-it-yourselfers. It takes a little bit more time, it's a little bit more expensive, but worth it ultimately. So we're going to be insulating the rim joist with foam, which is also going to block air. So it's an air sealant, and also because these foam canisters, which you can buy online, it either comes from a company called Handy Foam or from Tiger Foam, is closed cell foam, so it's also a vapor barrier, and that's important when you're working on older houses. So you need to make sure, first of all, that the canisters, when you begin, are between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And you can do that with either a very expensive infrared camera, or you can buy a $50 to $100 surface thermometer at any home improvement center. So we're ready to go. We've got the dual canisters. This is a two-part spray foam. We've got the respirator with dual filters. That's important as well, and eye gear. And then also you would be wearing a Tyvek suit if you were going to do it right. We're just going to be demonstrating one of the cavities for you today, so I'm not going to be wearing the suit, but you would definitely want to do that. You need to make sure also, besides the fact that they're between 75 and 85 degrees, that they're agitated. So we've seen what this looks like under infrared and that there's wind coming around it. And so right now I'm going to take this fiberglass bat that's stuffed in here out carefully. And you can see that it's dirty. And that means that wind has been carrying dust and going through this. So that's more indication that there is air leakage behind this. Be careful to wear gloves when you're handling fiberglass or when you're about to handle this foam. So what we've revealed behind here is what you'll see in your basement if you have a rim joist. At the top of this perfectly flat foundation wall, there is a perfectly straight floor joist that's set endwise along the perimeter of the building, and on top of which is a perfectly flat floor. And in a computer simulation, that would all work perfectly. But in real life, you never have anything that's perfectly anything. So that's why it's very important to seal this with an air sealing, vapor sealing material like the closed cell foam. And we're going to get started now. We'll come back to take a look at how this expands in a few minutes. So now that we've sealed the rim joist with closed cell spray foam, we take a look under infrared, and the coldest air that's coming through there now is 55 degrees, and that's an increase in 8 degrees from before. So if you did that through your entire basement, then that would make a significant difference. And if you were to spray in a continuous fashion along behind each of the rim joists, the closed cell foam can start to join together and form a continuous barrier, which is the way that you want it to be.